And talking to Pete Pardee here about summers in Bristol.
So you're saying before you lived here, you used to spend summers here?
My goodness, yes, we never lived here till after the war.
Oh.
But we spent almost every summer of my life here.
Oh, because you were on the farm in Pennsylvania.
What?
You were on the farm in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And so you summered here.
Yeah.
And
My grandfather summered here before my father and mother did.
where did you stay?
Where did we stay?
Yeah.
Or where did they stay?
No, when you came here for the summer, where did you stay?
Either stayed with my maternal grandfather in Union Street or rented a house. I don't pay much attention to those things.
Okay.
But I do recall being told by my mother that she remembers that my uncle and my father used to borrow Aunt Bessie Van Wickle's motorized vehicle of some sort and cruise downtown with it. And my mother remembers her nurse pulling her away from the street saying, "Look out, here come those wild Pardee boys." They were rascals.
And I believe that was a golf cart.
That was what?
Probably a golf cart. Oh no,
No,
not back then. No.
This is Aunt Bessie, way back.
And Aunt Bessie Van Wickle was of Blythewold fame. She
was my grandfather's sister.
Grandfather's sister
My great aunt.
was Bessie Van Wickle.
Bessie Pardee Van Wickle McKee.
Okay, and then her and so Marjorie Lyons, who was the last owner of Blythewold, was the daughter of
Aunt Bessie.
Bessie. Okay.
And
So
cousin Augustine, who is the younger daughter of Aunt Bessie's, was born after her father died in hunting in a gun shooting accident, Pennsylvania, Van Wickle.
Oh.
Are we sure it was an accident?
Yes. Yes. The last thing he said apparently was, "Don't tell Bessie."
Oh, that's so sad.
Shot himself crawling through a fence or something.
Oh, goodness.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So speaking of Blythewold, you remember Blythewold and being down on the water, and
I learned to swim there, and cousin Augustine was my godmother, so she's the one that gave me a full boat kayak on my 16th birthday, I think.
Wonderful. What a nice toy for a 16-year-old.
It was very nice.
And was that the boat that you there? So there's a picture of you and Nancy and some other unknown child.
It wasn't that boat.
Wasn't that boat?
Those were the Blythewold kayaks. They were, I don't know how many of them there were, at least 3, I think. And they had a special roller pivot to get them in and out of the shed that was down on the waterfront there at the little harbor where I learned to swim.
Did they always have the dockage that's set up now today? Was it always that way?
Yeah, it had an extension on the end made of wood with a diving board. It was in a float. It was all fancy. Very nice.
Now,
You didn't have to worry about what things cost in those days.
Do you remember the fire? The Blythewold fire?
Way before my time.
Way before your time.
I was
Gamma,
not-
your
I'm not
mother
sure
remembers.
My mother and father were married then.
Oh, I do believe that Gamma, your mother, remembers the fire, but in any case.
Now, where were your parents originally from? Also Pennsylvania before coming? Or half and half?
Father was born in Hazelton, Pennsylvania. Mother was born in Bristol, Rhode Island. Or Providence. I forgot exactly where, but she grew up in Bristol.
Yeah, and her maiden name? Her maiden name was?
DeWolf.
DeWolf.
Right, so she was Alice DeWolf.
Alice with her DeWolf Pardee.
Right. And then became, strangely enough, Jill Pardee. Why was she called Jill?
Because her brother was Jack.
Yes.
Poor kid. Got to live with that her whole life.
Just another name thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, she much preferred it to Alice.
So the assignment of nicknames within the family goes way back.
Yes.
Yes.
That's it.
Speaking of names, there was a story I found amusing about my father and his cousins, who at one point in their ute all called each other Jim. And that enraged my father's female siblings, who said, "There's no way you guys can know which Jim you're talking about." And they said, "Oh yeah, we know. Well, all right," they said, "we'll give you a test." This is in Hazel, Pennsylvania. My grandfather's house had 4 living floors and a stairway that went all the way up in the central part of the house.
That's a big house.
Yes. And 3 of the guys were sent upstairs. There were 4 of them that called each other Jim, to the top floor. And one downstairs with the siblings was told, "Now you call Frank." And whoever was down there said, "Hey Jim, come on down." Frank came down. Then they said, "All right, call Lee." "Hey Lee, come on down."
No.
I mean, "Hey Jim, come on down." Lee came down.
How did that work?
And there was only one left, so they gave up.
Yeah.
And they said, "Well, let's try it again." "Oh, we proved it."
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pretty darn good. That's a good one.
They used to make
My goodness.
cobwebs with thread, colored thread, throughout the whole house. The girls, the aunts. And on a special occasion, they would string this, all 4 stories, interwoven, tangled, everything. And we grandchildren were given a color. We had to follow it, climb over each other, under the furniture, up and down the stairs. And at the end, we got a prize. And they had their twine all rewound for the next occasion. That was fun.
That was a good one.